This video kickstarts our GATE series. Today we will see some questions, GATE questions related to mathematical logic. Okay, let's see the first question. The proposition P and not P or Q is a tautology, if and only if P and Q, if and only if P or Q, a contradiction. So these are the four options. This question came in GATE 1993. Okay, so it asks whether the proposition P and not P or Q, whether it's a tautology or whether it's equal to the proposition P and Q, or whether it is same as the proposition P or Q, or whether it's a contradiction. Which option is correct? Let's see. We can write the proposition P and not P or Q as P and not P or P and Q. So they both are equivalent. Okay. Here we are distributing the conjunction operation over the disjunction operation. Alright. So that's what has been done here. So we now have the statement P and not P or P and Q. Alright. Now what is P and not P? Think about it. P has happened and the negation of P has happened. Right. So it's a false statement. Or in another way to think about it is, if P is true, then not P is false. Right? So P and true and false is false. And if P is false, then not P is true. Again, true and false is false. So P and not P is false. Then we write P and Q as it is. So we have F or P and Q. That means false or P and Q. Now, false or P and Q is P and Q. Why? So let's see. Now, what is P or F? P or F is nothing but P itself. Why? P can have either truth value true or false, right? So P can be true or false. Now what is P or F? Now how we will get it as P? That's what we are going to see. Now we substituted P equal to true in the statement P or F, and let's see what we get. So we get as true or false, right? True or false means it is true, because the disjunction operation need at least one true value for the whole statement to be true. So here T or F is T when P equal to T, and that's what we got as P itself, right? Now when P equal to false, F or F, P or F is F or F, and that is F, which is P. So P or F is nothing but P itself, and that's why we get F or P and Q as P and Q itself. Alright, so now our answer is nothing but the proposition P and not P or Q is equivalent to P and Q, the option B. Okay. Alright, let's look at the next question. Okay, this question appeared in GATE 1998. Okay, so what is the converse of the following assertion? I stay only if you go. So we need to find the converse of this statement. I stay only if you go. Now options are: I stay if you go, if I stay then you go, if you do not go then I do not stay, if I do not stay then you go. Alright, so here the statement is I stay only if you go. We need to find the converse of this statement. Cool. Now this statement is of the form P only if Q, right? You can see that, right? So here P is I stay and Q is if you go. So now we know that P only if Q is equivalent to if P then Q. We have seen this equivalences in our discrete mathematics playlist. Okay, so if anyone has not seen my discrete mathematics playlist, so please check out the videos for understanding the topics in detail. Alright, so here I am only discussing the GATE questions. I am not teaching the subjects here. So I have taught the subjects separately. So I'll give the link for the discrete mathematics playlist here. Please go through the videos for in detail understanding of the topics. So there is an easy way to remember this equivalence. Okay, so the statement if P then Q, we have if P, right? So if comes before the statement P, right? So if P happens then Q happens, right? Now if you see P only if Q, now before Q only if comes, right? So now we have to understand that when only if comes before Q, it is not the case that if will come before Q, right? So if is coming before P. So in a conditional statement, if you see, we can have if and only if. So if P then Q means P only if Q. So the only if part will come before Q and only if part will not come before P. This is a shortcut that we can use for understanding the equivalencies faster when solving a gate question. Even though this is not the correct explanation, but this can be a shortcut that can be used for solving gate questions. So now we said that P only if Q is equivalent to if P then Q, which means that I stay only if you go is equivalent to saying if I stay then you go, right? Now we know that the converse of P implies Q is Q implies P. Okay, so now Q implies P is written as if you go then I stay, right? So that is what the converse of P implies Q is, and that we can write it as if you go then I stay. Now if you go then I stay is same as saying I stay if you go. How? If P then Q is equivalent to saying Q if P. Remember, if comes before P in if P then Q, and if comes before P in Q if P. And that's a shortcut way of understanding the equivalence between these two statements. Okay. Now, so here we got the final statement as I stay if you go. Now we converted the statement if you go then I stay to I stay if you go, looking at our options, right? So we have to look at our options to see which answer is suitable correctly. Okay. Now I stay if you go is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. This question came in GATE 2014 in set 3. Okay. So consider the following sentences. The sentence P represents the sentence good mobile phones are not cheap. Okay. Q represents the sentence cheap mobile phones are not good. Okay. And L is a statement P implies Q. M represents Q implies P. N represents P is equivalent to Q. Okay. Now the four options are that we have to choose one among them. Only L is true. That is option A. B option only M is true. C option only N is true. D option L, M, N are all true statements. Okay. So let's see. The question is here is that there are two statements, right? Good mobile phones are not cheap and cheap mobile phones are not good. We want to find the relation between them. Then only we can pick one option. Okay. Let R denote the statement that mobile phones are good and S denote the statement that mobile phones are cheap. Okay. Now good mobile phones are not cheap is equivalently R implies not S, right? And cheap mobile phones are not good is equivalently same as S implies not R, right? Where S represents the mobile phones are cheap and R represents the mobile phones are good. Okay. So R implies not S and S implies not R are our two statements P and Q. Okay. Now see both of them. Now R implies not S. This is a conditional statement, and if you look at the contrapositive of that statement, we get it as negation of not S is implies not R. That is S implies not R. So we get that contrapositive of R implies not S is S implies not R. And similarly S implies not R have a contrapositive as R implies not S. We know that a conditional statement and its contrapositive are equal. So hence here we get that both the statements P and Q are equivalent, right? Which P equivalent to Q, or in other words P if and only if Q. And this happens when P implies Q and Q implies P. So the statement L here is true, meaning that P implies Q, that is true. Q implies P, that is true. So M is also true. N is also true because P is equivalent to Q. So the option D is correct. L, M, N are all true. Okay, the next question. This question came in GATE 1994 paper in the 2 mark section. So the question is that let P and Q be two propositions. Alright, decide whether P if and only if Q doesn't imply P implies not Q is true or false. Now we have to see that we have to decide actually whether P if and only if Q does not imply P implies not Q. So that is a statement. Whether that statement is true or false, we have to decide that. Okay, so for that, let's consider the implies statement. So P if and only if Q implies P implies not Q. Let's see whether that statement is true or false, right? P if and only if Q is true when both P and Q have the same truth value. That is, when P is false and Q is false, P if and only if Q is true. Or when P is true and Q is true, then P if and only if Q is true. Now, let's see when P is true and Q is true. Then P if and only if Q is true. Alright. Now, when P is true and Q is true, what about P implies not Q? P implies not Q, P is true here and not Q is false here. Which means that conditional statement is false. Right? P implies not Q is false when P is true and Q is true. So, the whole conditional statement P if and only if Q implies P implies not Q is false here. Right? And because P if and only if Q implies P implies not Q is false, it means that P if and only if Q does not imply P implies not Q is true. Okay, let's look at the question appeared in GATE 2005. So P, Q, R are three atomic propositions. Okay, and thus X denote the statement P or Q implies R. Y denote the statement P implies R or Q implies R. Now, which one of the following is a tautology? X equivalent to Y, X implies Y, Y implies X, not Y implies X. So these are the four options and we have to pick one among them. We have to see which one is a tautology here. Okay. So again, X denote the statement P or Q implies R, and Y denote the statement P implies R or Q implies R. Let's see. So from X, let's see. So P or Q implies R is equivalent to not of P or Q or R. How? P implies Q is same as not P or Q, right? We have seen this from our videos. And now not of P or Q or R is same as not P and not Q or R. We just applied the De Morgan's law here. Okay. Now not P and not Q or R is same as not P or R and not Q or R. Okay. We just did the distribution law. So we just distributed disjunction or conjunction. Okay. So now not P or R and not Q or R. Now we know that P implies R is same as not P or R, right? And Q implies R is same as not Q or R. So not P or R and not Q or R is same as P implies R and Q implies R. Now this is not same as Y, right? Because Y is the statement P implies R or Q implies R. Here the statement is P implies R and Q implies R. So we get that X is not equivalent to Y. Let's see whether X implies Y is a tautology or not. If you see, X implies Y is always true because Y is not false when X is true. When Y is not false when X is true, X implies Y is a tautology, right? Now let's see when Y will be false. Y is false when P implies R is false and Q implies R is false. When they both, when P implies R and Q implies R are false, then Y is false. So when P implies R is false and Q implies R is false, P or Q implies R is going to be false, which means that X is going to be false and X is not going to be true when Y is false. That is the meaning. So when Y is false, X is not going to be true. When X is true and Y is false, that's when the X implies Y is not becoming a tautology or it is becoming a false statement. Here X implies Y is becoming a true statement because Y is not false when X is true, and hence we can say that X implies Y. And since X is not equivalent to Y, we also know that Y is not equivalent, Y doesn't imply X. So the correct answer is X implies Y. Okay. Okay, so here we conclude our first video in our GATE series. So we will be looking at more questions, more GATE questions in wide variety of topics. Alright, so please subscribe to the channel for getting notified. Okay, thank you.